A lady from Mexico who is desperate and without papers takes up residence in a dilapidated boarding home in Cleveland. Then the terrifying screams and uncanny sights began to reverberate throughout the room. Enjoy and keep on watching. After her mother's death, Ambar, an illegal Mexican immigrant, relocates to Cleveland with her family. She used to care for her ill mother and could not lead a regular life as her mother's health worsened. She eventually committed herself. Ambar informs a friend that she has gone to the United States to help her mother financially. Red runs the rundown boarding home where Ambar finds herself. He asks the first month's rent up ahead, which Ambar agrees to pay out of a stash of cash she seems to have saved up for the occasion. Soon after, strange things begin to happen to her, both inside and outside the new boarding home. Her attention is drawn to the door by a guy slamming his head against it, who she subsequently discovers to be Red's ill brother Becca. She transfers the remaining of her funds to a coworker to acquire a phony ID that would enable her to continue working, but the coworker betrays her by stealing the money and resigning the next day. Ambar requests the coworker's address and an advance on her next paycheck, but her employer instead dismisses her. Ambar is compelled to contact Red since he has no money, cannot accept assistance from Beto, a distant relative, and does not want to return to the home after seeing visions. Their meeting takes place in a local cafe, where Red pledges to reimburse her deposit, but only if she returns to the house, as he claims to have insufficient funds on him. When they arrive at the boarding home, Ambar confronts Red since the money promised to her has not been delivered to her room. She is joined by two Romanian women who have also moved into the boarding home when Becca takes her into her room, where she locks herself inside and two other women. The two ladies begin singing a lullaby, which causes Ambar to fall asleep for the second time. As Red and Becca are prepared to take the ladies down to the basement, Beto arrives searching for Ambar but is slain by Becca before he can reach her. Becca takes one of the Romanian ladies downstairs. Red tells Ambar that his father was an archaeologist who returned from Mexico in 1963 with a stone box containing artifacts. It was something about the package that prompted Red's father, as well as his mother, Mary, to lure and kill women. When Red realized what they had done, she wanted to go, but Becca begged that she remain since the sacrifices made by each lady had improved Becca's health. Becca returns and takes Ambar to the basement, where she discovers the other girl had beheaded the other girl. He binds Ambar to a stone slab in front of the altar, where the box is kept, then opens the box and exits the chamber, closing the door behind him. Beto, who is still alive, frees Ambar, and the two of them attempt to flee. However, it is simply a dream. While a thing slowly emerges from the box and grabs Ambar's head between its hands to read her thoughts and understand what Ambar has sacrificed, Ambar starts to dream about her mother on her deathbed, and a creature slowly emerges from the box as Ambar is sleeping. As a result, Ambar tries to murder her mother, whose eyes and hands have changed to resemble the beast. As a result, the monster, the goddess Tzpa with Macron LTL, who is related to the moth shown in the film, accepts the sacrifice and retreats inside a box, as seen in the movie. Ambar overhears Becca and Red preparing the final girl to be offered as a victim. Becca finds that he isn't getting better. She walks upstairs, injuring Red before being assaulted by Becca, who has taken an antique weapon from the study and brought it with her. Despite her attempts to assist him, the Romanian lady is tossed over the balcony and murdered by him. Despite Becca's efforts to choke Ambar, she manages to sever his carotid artery and shatter his skull with the weapon. As she walks into the chamber, she hears Red moving about and manages to drag him downstairs and bind him to the stone table, where she watches as the monster bites off his head. As she is about to leave home, her ankle, which had been broken earlier by Becca, begins to heal, maybe due to her having sacrificed Red to the monster. Red may be seen as a ghost in the backdrop of the image. That's all there is to it. I hope you like the movie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more recap movies like this. We'll see you soon. Take care.